Peace and good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for spending time. When we meditate together, it increases the depth. That's an oxymoron. It makes our practice deeper. That's why we practice together. It gives us a little bit of a ritual. So you may have noticed that I often prepare ahead of time, and I'm going to read a little bit this morning. Maybe you can hear the birds outside. I'm going to keep them going until I hear vehicles go by. Bring a little peace. Good morning, Wanda. Thanks for being here with me this morning. So, chapter 37 of the Tao Te Ching, it says, "The Tao does nothing, yet leaves nothing undone. The Tao is the way, and the way is a verb, and it's a path, and it's the divine energy itself. The Tao does nothing, yet leaves nothing undone. If powerful men and women could center themselves in it, the whole world would be transformed by itself in its natural rhythms. When life is simple, pretenses fall away. Our essential natures shine through. By not wanting, there is calm, and the world will straighten itself out. When there is silence, one finds the anchor of the universe within oneself. There is peace to be found inside the silence of the practice of meditation. It may be fleeting, just moments, a breath here, a breath there, till the mind comes back online again and then is brought back into the breath and the silence returns. It's a regular practice of being in the way by getting out of the way. Being in the way with a capital W, getting out of the way with a small self. So let's break down the main ideas from this verse in a more approachable way. The Tao, the way, or the order of nature's universe, the natural order of the universe, works effortlessly and gets everything done. If we can align ourselves with the Tao, we'll see our world transform internally and externally without us needing to struggle or force anything. It will just come naturally as a gift. When we live simply and authentically, we reveal our true selves, not only to ourselves, but to those around us. And it's about being genuine and embracing who we are within, deep, deep within. And we can find peace with a capital P, this pervading presence of calmness, this pervading presence of the divine, by letting our desires and our wants go. And this helps brings balance to both our lives and the world around us. But how do we let this go? How do we let our desires go? By letting go the grasp of ourselves. It all comes back to the single nature of the silence. So in these quiet moments of stillness, we can connect with a deeper and more fundamental aspect of ourselves, this golden light within us, this fleck of gold at the very origin of our being, with a capital S. That's where self-realization happens. The realization that you are made of the light of the divine, that you are Brahma, Brahman, Atman, Brahman, Atman. These moments are experienced using breath and awareness and pranayama, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. This practice, this woo-wee, this not doing, that's what he's talking about here, not doing. It's an embracement of simplicity and an inner self-reflection. The only action is the focus of awareness on your breath and the quieting of the mind. All the rest comes as a result. The non-action of trying to be a certain way, live more simplistically, be more authentic, try to be more genuine, try to be kinder, try to be more compassionate. All those things come out of this one thing, and they become not doing. You don't have to try to be compassionate when it lives inside of you. You don't need to try to bring peace to a situation when there's peace living inside you. The not doing is simply getting out of the way of the presence of the divine. That's all that meditation is. That's what prayer is. And then what you're going to experience is the natural order of the universe inside yourself. I really only have two subjects I ever talk about. I talk about love. I talk about centering into the divine being and getting out of the way. All other things arise from the second one, and the second one arises from the first. Love is all there is. If you want to connect with it, practice getting out of the way by not doing anything except for getting out of the way of the divine presence. The striving isn't after heaven. The striving is to just get out of the way of the presence of heaven. That's all meditation is. That's what prayer really is. So I want to talk a little bit about breathing. So pranayama, I use pranayama breath. We began all these practices here on this channel a couple, 3 years ago with chanting. Uh, Interiorly, I talk a lot about having a mantra. I have a prayer that I chant all the time. I use that to get into my breath. I link my breath with my mantra, with my chant, and I ride it up and down inside myself. And when my mind wanders, I bring it back to my prayer and my breath, and I use those two together. Ultimately, what happens is that you begin to listen to your breath and feel your breath inside your body and force your breath. You can drive your breath down and pull your muscles in and drive your breath up by pushing your muscles out. And that's pranayama, part of pranayama. So today, I'd like you to we'll begin with 3 ohms, vibrating our heart and our throat and our brow chakra, our third eye. Om. And then we drop into our prayer practice with the prayer word and the mantra and bring it down to our root chakra. And then pull those muscles in down there and force that breath up to your brow and then relax, bring it down, take a pause, pull in those muscles, force that breath up, and use a forceful breath for a while. You'll hear me doing that if you just follow along with my breath. But at some point, I'm going to relax my breath. I build up this energy, this prana, this chi inside myself, and then I relax into it and I let it flow. So I have this twofold thing going on. I use forceful breath, I use relaxation breath. And the forceful breath, the power of the muscles and the mind and the breathing together bring the prana up. And the relaxation allows it to spread. And I'm not doing anymore. I'm just being. I hope that's helpful to folk. Good morning, Jay and Regenuren. One of these days, really, I swear to God, I'm going to get that. Regenuren. Regenuren. Maybe that's it. Good morning, and thanks for being here so faithfully, even though I constantly mispronounce your name. Hi, Kristen, Janet. Good morning. Thanks for being here. All right. Hey, Siri, set an alarm for 8:30. I hope this is helpful to you. That's why I'm doing this. I practice anyway. I'm going to leave my headphones on because it brings a little more silence. But I'm going to take my headphones off to put my mask on. People want to know why I wear a mask. I wear a mask because it cuts out the light. It reduces some sensory input. The earphones do the same thing. And sometimes I use little foam earplugs when I'm on my own just to bring silence. So I'm not listening because, when you meditate, you hear everything, which is fine. It's part of the practice. But when I'm really trying to force it, I use tools. 3 ohms. Ride your spine down. Tense muscles in your cankles. Relax. Inhale. Peace and love, everybody. As Chase says, practice makes perfect. Really nice today. Thank you, Kristen. Peace to you, Ed. Peace to you, Wendy. See you soon.